Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Daughters of Hadessah. My name is Gail. Today, let's have a little conversation about the one question you ask a man when you're out on a date. This question will open up conversation for so many other things that you will be glad that you listened to this video and that you posed this question. Now, men don't like to have a conversation about a whole lot of things once you're already on and into a relationship. But while you're dating, if you ask this question, number one, there are no strings really attached on a first, second, third date. Number two, his conversation, because he wants to get to know you and you have his undivided attention, you can get the information that you need from the door from a conversation if you take the time to use the power that you have while you're dating. And this doesn't only work for women. The brothers can use this too. When you're out on a date, first, second, third date, there's no strings attached. You're getting to know each other. You're conversating. You're vibing. Your chemistry is flowing. You're connected. You have the tools to take you further into a relationship. So with the chemistry, with the connection, the conversation, this is a profound question. You ask that brother, what is your definition of love? When you ask him that, it's deep because you don't love him. He don't love you. So asking, what is your definition of love? It opens doors for you to find out about his background, about his history, about his experience with functional or dysfunctional family members, or even his environment. You see, sister, how you can pull that right out? What is your definition of love? And he's going to respond what his daddy did, or what his uncles did, or what the brothers told him, or then again, maybe not, but he'll let you know. I don't believe in love because blah, 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 blah. I'll be in a relationship, but I don't know if I can commit and say that I love you because I don't know what love is. I've never seen love. I've never known love. Love has not been demonstrated to me. In the same way for sisters. There may be some dysfunction in your family or around you, your surroundings. You may have seen dysfunction and you don't know what the definition of love is either. You need to figure out your definition of love, so when he comes back at you with the same question, you'll have conversation to open up and tell him what your definition of love is also. Two dysfunctional people with the same definition of love is not going to get the same definition of love as two people who were in a committed household with a mother and a father who were together for 30, 40, 50 years. That type of love, that type of marriage, that type of relationship, whether they were faithful or unfaithful, they still saw some type of commitment and definition of love from their family, who stayed together regardless of what took place on the outside. Two dysfunctional people may have never seen love. Or I may have seen love from my mother's side. He may have seen love only from the father's side. So I don't trust men. He don't trust women. You know what I mean? With that distrust, my definition of love is I love my mama. His definition of love, I love my daddy. My daddy was right, and I feel like my mama was right. So with the definition of love, I see love from two different perspectives. You understand what I'm saying? Two different sides of the coin. And then you have people who didn't have their mother or their father. So they don't know what love is. Relationships that they have been in have been controlling relationships. Relationships that they have been in, I saw my daddy beat my mama, and I'm going to beat my women. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to beat you until I get you. But if I start telling you little hints about the domestic violence in my family, in my growing up, these are red lights flashing. And when you see them flashing, sister, you better pay attention. There's no connection. So you can back up out of that thing. And don't you ever get in your pretty little head like, oh, I'm going to change him. Because if somebody's not ready to change, there is nothing that you can do to change somebody's embedded past history. It's deep within. So their definition of what love is may contradict your definition of love. You may be emotionally attached to someone, connected, this chemistry, this conversation, I love it. But then you find out they got anger issues. They're bipolar. They'll lay hands on you. And all of these other things. They got a gambling problem. They don't let you see it. You think they're a social drinker, but they drink every single day. But love for them is you being my ride or die. No matter what I do, no matter how I do it, I need for you to show me love by letting me do what it is that I want to do, how I want to do it, and you hang in there and have my back. And that's love. That's dysfunctional. That's jacked up. But some women are holding on to that because that's their definition of love also. I got your back no matter what. You could go and sleep around with whoever you want to long as you come home. Or he come home to me because he loved me. And the same thing vice versa. You have some women who do the same thing. But that's not love. So their definition of love may not be your definition of love. So this is a question and a great time to bring up this question. Now, what you choose to do with it after you ask the question is on you. But if you're out with a gentleman, an intellectual gentleman, he's going to come back at you with the same question. And I hope that you have a definition of how you define love. These are questions that you need to ask in the beginning. That one question can open doors and take you into conversation deeper than you may think. The one question that you must ask while you're out on your first, second, or third date before you get all emotionally attached. You don't want to scare him away with, oh, how you define love after you done gave him your goodie bag. Because now he going to think, oh, this girl in love, I ain't ready for it. No. in the beginning of your conversation, while he wide open and trying to get to know you, open the door for conversation. Get to know the brother. And ask the question, what is your definition of love? Thank you for listening. I pray that you enjoyed this conversation. This is Daughters of Hadessah. My name is Gail. If you like, subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment. Hit that thumbs up button. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. Leave me a comment. Let me know what I need to work on. You have a blessed and prosperous day. Thank you again for listening.